And we will continue with the latest developments in Syria. In Syria, protests were organized in some cities after a video of an attack on an Alawite shrine was shared on social media. Taking advantage of this situation, some elements of the ousted regime ambushed and attacked the security forces. The interim government announced that it launched an operation against the remnants of the ousted regime in Tartus after the incident in which 14 people lost their lives. Details are coming on screen.
Free Syria experienced its most tense night since the fall of the Assad regime. In Aleppo, the alleged destruction of the tomb of cleric Abu Abdullah Hasibi caused a stir. In Hama, Homs, Latakia, Tartus provinces, Jabla, and Banya Silja, some groups gathered in squares and protested.
Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar.
Elements of the ousted regime ambushed forces of the Interior Ministry in Tartus. 14 people were killed and 10 others wounded. The Ministry of Interior of the interim government announced that the videos posted on social media about the shrine attack are old. It stated that the purpose of reposting such videos is to sow discord among the Syrian people during the sensitive period the country is going through. It was also reported that some elements of the ousted regime in the coastal areas of Syria took advantage of the events to launch armed attacks on security forces, resulting in the deaths of security forces. Following the events, it was announced that an operation was launched against the remnants of the Assad regime in Tartus to ensure security. In Homs, a curfew was imposed from 18 to 08. Meanwhile, the traces of Syria's 61-year-old Baghdad regime are being erased one by one. Drug production centers and warehouses in the country are coming to light. In Damascus, a large number of drugs packaged ready for shipment were found in the regime's intelligence compound that collapsed during search and rescue operations. The packages were burned and destroyed.
Hey, Sergeant!
Work is also underway to rebuild the country. The Syrian civil defense and local NGOs launched the We Are Back Alep campaign with the participation of Turkish teams. Volunteers cleaned parks, squares, roads, and intersections in the city center to remove all symbols of the Bagas regime. The new administration in Syria continues to engage in diplomacy. The interim government's foreign minister, Assad Hassan Shaybani, held phone calls with the foreign ministers of Kuwait, Bahrain, and Lebanon. Shaybani said after the talks that the coming days will witness great cooperation with Arab countries.